them. But we got a Snake and a Sora here.
So I'm not sure why they allow me on comms because I spend the whole time complaining about the characters. But these are two characters that I don't like. For I think obvious reasons.
Believe me, I have a friend who plays Snake all the time, Knuckle, so I'm quite used to it.
Yeah,
and when I
yeah.
say that, I mean not at all. Not used to it. I just have to be used to it.
Yeah, no, you have to learn how to play checkers while also playing Smash at the same time to beat Snake. That's
Yeah,
the game.
it's just like, when do I not shield?
That's the neat part. It's only when he's trying to grab you. The rest of the game you should be shielding.
All right, even percentages here.
And
Nice
let's see-
percent rack up from Sora.
Yeah, that's the game, isn't it? How tight are Soleado's combos? Could Dames mash the B button fast enough to get out of the
Yeah.
combos?
Who does it quicker? Let's see. Nice Nikita here, not going to do anything off stage. Sora back on.
I think so. I guess it's fair to say this is a matchup of A mashing versus B mashing. would you
Most
say?
definitely.
This is
I would
the-
say both characters have great specials. Sora alternating with the Faraga here.
I do
quite
also want
well.
to say Snake has great normals too. He doesn't need them,
Oh,
but he
yeah.
has them.
That frame 6 up tilt gives me nightmares.
Frame 6, it covers the whole air in front of him.
Great up air here.
Catches rolls behind him, as we saw in the Knuckle set earlier.
Oh, yeah. All right, he needs to close in here. 175. That was a great attempt there. But didn't
If
get
Snake
it.
barely strong enough, he's also a heavyweight. So just keep that in mind.
It just keeps on adding up.
Well-
there you go. Takes a stock. We're back here. Even percents, barely. Snake tossing nades, hoping for some percent rack up here.
I can see
Sora,
why Soleado wouldn't like this matchup because Sora's a little bit of a
approachy character. He
Not-
needs to get
I-
in.
you know, no, there are certainly lame Soras who run away the whole game, like Soleado when he plays versus me. But that
That's
being
something I'd
said,
have to
I think Snake is one of those. You know, Soleado is sort of Sora has like kind of pathetic move speed, especially in the air. So I can sort of see how a character that makes their money just by keeping their distance the whole game and just like killing you on
But
those
once
few
he does
interactions.
get you,
Yeah.
he gets you.
It's-
Like you're
it's-
stuck in
it's
there.
like,
Like
when I get you,
you're mine.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah,
That's
let's
a
see.
Snake clip though. All right, great stock there.
He has his
Sora just needs
ladders.
to chill out.
The B button did not get Dames out of that one.
Indeed. He's off stage here. What's gonna happen? Maybe a Snake fair. Playing with his nades.
You know, if it were me, I would just let him get back to stage. You know, I just give up ledge. Sora can have it. I'm on the other side of the stage chucking nades. He can have ledge. I guess Dames is losing though, so maybe he's feeling that pressure a little bit.
Feeling it, but hopefully you get something out of this.
That was a nifty interaction there. If Dames had timed his up tilt slightly differently, he would have.
Yeah,
gotten
nice.
Soleado.
The nade saves him. It's always the nades. You think you got something on Snake, but nope, the nades got you.
You just have to be ready for the nades. You have to plan for combos out of the nades. That's the only
170. All right, he's gone. He's got to be gone. I'm surprised he even lived that long.
Now, you might think Snake doesn't have a comeback mechanic, so what does Dames do here? Actually, no, Snake's
Snake
damage
rage.
output. Yeah, no, damage output with this character is kind of insane. It's like a grenade and then a nair, and then suddenly you're losing, and it's like, what? I just took 50% from
But
two
I don't
moves?
think he's going to be able to turn it around here. 150. It's not looking good for Snake. A risky Nikita leads to a loss in the game. It's only game one.
Yeah, and you know that game sort of had like a couple different phases that had different
It was anyone's game.
complexions. Yeah,
It
no,
was anyone's game.
early on it looked like Dames was a little bit in control, and then something changed. I guess
All
for one
right.
thing, the B mashing did not escape from the A mashing at some point. It just stopped working.
A does come first in the alphabet.
That's
so.
right.
Let's see what happens here. Bans PS2 and Kalos and VM on the PS2. Oh.
You know, I think he might just hate Pokemon.
Yeah, what's up with that? No Pokemon love here.
Yeah, I guess he bans PS2. So I always say Snake is really good on the Smash Bros. The C4 covers
He
so much
needs
space.
stages with like a lower blast zone, no?
Well, the blast zone isn't really the big thing versus Snake. Just at least the way I think of it is how much space he can control with a C4 on a platform, right? Because if you look at Smashville, right, he puts a nade on the middle a C4 on the middle platform. He's covering like 60% of the stage with a single C4.
On top of his nades and whatnot.
Yeah, so then you compare it to a stage like Battlefield. It's like he puts it on one platform, and that's only covering maybe 30% of the stage. And that's not including the top platform that's not covered at all.
Let's see how he utilizes it here. He put a C4 already. Playing patient, throwing nades around, trying to get that percent rack up.
I think this is the gameplay people watch Smash Ultimate for.
Almost definitely. Just run around and tag and run around even more.
And you know what? If you're not watching for that stuff, you're deluding yourself, because that's what Ultimate is.
That's what it is at this point, our meta now, especially with Steve running around.
You know what? I don't like these characters. I like watching them a little bit more than I like watching Steve. I'll give them that.
Oh, most definitely.
Up till not going to take it.
Although Akola does entertain me quite a bit.
I can acknowledge he's a very good player without having fun watching him. That's how I feel with Sonics too. It's like, you got to hand it to him. He's a great player. You don't have to like Stockholm Syndrome yourself into liking watching him. You know, like, just acknowledge he's good.
At the end of the day, the characters were made to be played, you know? So
no, you
just got to get good.
You can't fault him for doing it. It's just like, it doesn't mean you have to
You
like
can
it.
clown. You can clown. Clowning is definitely acceptable, at least in my book. But
especially if he wins, you get to con on him.
Oh, yeah. And if he loses, too.
Yeah, well.
There's no winning situation for him. Let's see who's winning here, though.
That's right.
Dame with nice nades, a nice down air here. Nikita to cover the ledge. He gets back on stage that way. Not even.
Like Dames had this position game 1 where he had a stock lead and he had a chance to snowball, and he just didn't get the snowball. This game is looking really different. He's actually capitalizing. I just want to let the stream runner know that Soleado has only won 1 game thus far.
Yeah.
Despite otherwise,
oof, and he catches him with the Thunderaga.
So, you know, yeah. And a whole stock lead for Dames and a chance to snowball further.
There.
This is like actually sort of the situation that Snake's like perfect in, where it's like, oh sure, run in and hit me, see what happens.
Trade. Ever played Pokemon games? Let's trade. That's what's going on here.
So he's willing to take the extra percent. He doesn't.
It's what he wants.
Yeah. No, he just wants to get you to like 110 and then.
And
110.
There you go. 1-1 here. Great gameplay from Dame here. It really goes to show what a stage does for a character.
And I mean, it obviously wasn't all stage. It's like a weird balance, right? Because it's like, in this against a character like Snake, you're like balancing how much of the stage he can control versus how big the stage is, right? Because a small stage, it's easier to get in, but it's also each grenade and each C4 covers so much space that Snake has an easier time of hitting you and an easier time of controlling where you can be. So it's like, if you're playing a character like, I play Brawler, so it's like, if I'm trying to play on Hollow Bastion, it's like, well, he controls so much space with C4, but I can run for like 1.5 seconds and I reach him no matter where he is, right? So there's like this like...
Is it necessarily even at that point, you would say? Like an even trade-off?
There's a give and take there, and you have to like consider how much you value each of those things. Because like generally the zoner characters like the bigger stages, but Snake's more of a trap character.
In your face kind of guy.
Yeah, and I mean, he also has buttons for some reason, so.
Too many of them.
So, once again, we're on one of those
all right, great up tilt here. It's not often that I see a neutral at such low percent. That's a great get-off-me tool.
But still, that's 90% on Sora. He's almost at up tilt death percent already.
Don't blink.
Yeah. No, Snake will hit you with 3 moves. Not quite yet.
All right. Ooh, that up tilt almost.
You can see the head shake coming out from Soleado.
Yeah.
That's
He's got to cling on here.
The underrated aspect of Snake is how easily he can tilt you, because you get hit by all his stuff and then you feel like an actual moron.
Yeah, it's a huge mental game. It's like the whole point is do not get hit.
Yeah.
And once you do, you're gonna get hit again and again and again.
And like I didn't need to get hit by any of that, so if I got hit, it's because I was wrong, and it's not because he was right.
There you go, a bad recovery here.
Yes, Soleado going for the low up air didn't exactly work out for him getting the stock.
He's bear fishing. He's fishing for bears. No bears in these waters.
The high recovery.
I wonder what was going to come from that Sora, but nothing. Just a floaty jump.
He messed up his grenades on the ledge flanking setup that he had down there. This is the situation where trades don't always work out in Snake's favor. He has 64% on him. It's basically an even game.
Yeah, he has to play a little more safe here. That's the thing with Snakes. Once they get that first stock, it's a whole different game.
Yeah, no, that's like their win condition more than anything is having a lead, because then they can just snowball it really easily.
Me
But
personally, when I'm at a disadvantage, it's like I just hear this voice, you must win, you have to go. So
yeah.
I don't know if that's a Link thing, but
I can promise you Levon does not have that problem. He's at a deficit, and he's more than Levon is Amnesty. He's more than content to just chuck boomerangs at you for the rest of the game. It's like if you're not going to approach me despite the fact that I'm losing, I'll just keep chucking your boomerangs.
Boom, boom. All right, great ledge control here from Dame. He is not moving.
You know, an SD from Soleado might cost him here.
Let's see.
One of those moments where if you lose the set, you're going to be thinking about it.
It's going to stay in his head for a while. Let's see.
But if he wins the set,
nice
he'll
grab there.
it.
Nice pivot grab from Sora. And another.
That's
up airs, keeping him in the air.
If you can count on Snake to mash, you can count on him to do nothing, and you can just grab him out of it.
Goes for a bair there, and another one, and it hits.
Soleado continuing this one advantage state.
He wants it. He looked at that mistake, and he was like, I got to capitalize here. And so he is an up, a weird up beside me there. He does not punish. No punish. Oh, and Sora takes the game.
The pop-off.
Let's go. The pop-off.
That was, it was a cool confirm, but that was ugly. Are you
wow, the way, yeah.